Hello. Tonight we continue our journey down the path of liminal spaces. We don't have that many locations left. Like, we actually put a good dent into interior worlds on the first stream. However, there might be a lot going back once we're done with the initial playthrough per se. Because, unsurprisingly, the game does have quite a few secrets. And I haven't found that many of them. Bear with me a minute. We will have visual in 1, 2, 3. So, our next journey is going to be into the school, which, I mean, quite frankly, I've had enough of going back to the good old educational system in my dreams, where it's always me either being late for classes or stressing out about exams. Yeah, it kinda makes you question what an impact school leaves on you when later on in your life you don't really have that many positive impressions of it, especially while your brain is doing its own thing and you don't make the conscious decisions. Now, for the most part, we got the basic secrets out of the way on these levels, which is to find the grey aliens, except the theater. Here, one little A. Lamau proved to be quite the elusive little guy, so we'll definitely have to go back here and see where he's finding. But I think for now, we're just gonna go through the game regularly, and we'll savor the extras for post-game funsies. Am I in the bathroom? Ooh. Oh, that's a lovely start. Imagine you gotta take a break during class. You open up a stall and this wonderful sight greets you. At that point, I think I'd ever take a shit in school again. Also, hey, fancy meeting you here again. It's almost like it's becoming a habit meeting you guys in the public restrooms. What, you don't think this would be the kind of game to have an alien encounter in the bathroom twice? Oh, how naive. I am still perplexed by the sheer magnitude of these switches. Usually when I see something this expensive, it's an isolator for a larger device. Well, here, yeah, this is just how we operate our lights. Maybe it's just for people with big hands, you know? Those who actually struggle with their sausage fingers trying to click your regular size switch. Yeah, what's up, Frosty? How goes, soldier? So, you know how I just talked about schools never leaving a positive impression in your oniric escapades? How about schools as a setting for horror in general? Yeah. Would be a shame if all these lights just started gradually going out one by one, and then I saw a shadowy figure at the distance. I saw a damn bell not long ago uploading a exploration of an old abandoned school building. I think it was some kind of high school or college that got shut down. That building was absolutely massive. Like the cut version of that dive was like 30 minutes, so I can only imagine how long he and his companion were walking through the building. Also, I have to admire that man's boldness, given that it wasn't his first time finding homeless inhabitants of such abandoned structures, and, well, I don't have to say what kind of risks you run when conversing with people who potentially spend most of their free time dabbling in drugs. I don't think there's that many urban exploration videos where there's not at least one shot of a needle. It's like a staple at this point. The fuck is this interrogation room? This is where all the naughty kids go after recess. Is this gonna be a human Nikki where if I fuck with the lights long enough, something interesting is gonna happen? I have about 1 in 1,000 chance of the super rare event occurring. And that's sort of estimate. To be fair, I've had a lot to do with schools lately, after I picked up Persona 4 again. I just finished Kanji's Castle, and let me tell you, like already, I am liking the game much better in terms of writing compared to Nocturne, which, I mean, here's the thing. It's still a little too early to tell for sure, but so far my impressions are, while comparing Persona 4 as opposed to SMT3. I like the setting and atmosphere of the latter much more. I feel like it resonates with me better. But as far as character writing goes, and the complexity of what you're allowed to do, Persona is king. No doubt. However, that also raises an interesting point where I kind of prefer the open, free roaming world of Nocturne a little more, where I can just kick back, walk around, work on my demons, whereas in Persona 4, it's an important choice whether I want to mess with the dungeons some more when it's not necessary to advance the plot, or do you want to focus on other activities? Frankly, I'm glad that you and Dine kited me towards the true ending of Nocturne, because I feel like if I went with one of the vanilla routes, I'd be a little more disappointed. The actual true canonical ending is fantastic. Like, if you don't pursue that excessive questline, you do miss out on one of the more interesting representations of Lucifer across media, in my opinion. And when you think about it, it's kind of true to what Christianity usually portrays him as. Like this guy who seems like, hey, he's your friend, he can offer you a good deal, make life perhaps easier, more interesting for you. But when he shows his true colors, oh brother. It's almost like SMT was made with a more Western audience in mind. I mean, it's kind of a low-hanging fruit for me to even make this kind of joke, but you know that school settings resonate with Japanese folks more. Frankly, I was kind of worried that because of my age, that would have been a what's the word I'm looking for? It would have been detrimental to my experience, like being far from the target age group and finding the environment relatable. But no, the narrative is good enough for just about anyone to experience it. And Kanji's Arc is a perfect example. Actually, if you want to talk games with good representation, his entire struggle is spot on. Like, just a dude that is out of the ordinary stereotype of a masculine guy. There's more feminine hobbies, but what would be considered from society's point of view. And on top of that, he likes men. So Yeah, you look at this character and think to yourself, damn, I mean, sure, he puts on a tough guy act, but he's kind of just a big softy at heart, so why is he getting bullied? Like, what's the big deal? And frankly, that works in favor of making his character more impactful. I feel like a lot of people who get very uppity about what they consider problematic narratives or using like slurs in the story, especially when dealing with portrayals of such characters, they don't understand that in order to make a convincing character, it just has to be ingrained in reality. Like, this is actually what some guys go through in life. They do get called bad names, they get bullied. So, it's not only important to show people with similar issues who may get to play the game and see Kanji and be like, wow, this really is just like what I have to deal with. But, you know, ordinary folk who go through his story will look at that and be, man, maybe I should be more kind to such individuals. Maybe not even, you know, people who actively partake in bullying or being mean-spirited to what they consider out of line, but even just the more passive individuals who give like a silent nod of approval and condone such behaviors in silence. Boy, I can't wait to reach Nodo's arc and then get a coronary thinking retroactively of all the drama I've read on the internet around that character. Yeah, but see, I know about it from a surface level, but still, for a game that came out 15 years ago, that's still some freaking progressive ass writing. Breaking stereotypes. Showing off characters who try to live a life different from societal expectations. Imagine if I were to have a meltdown every day on Twitter just because Poland doesn't get much representation in video games. Like, occasionally we will get a crumb like Lydia and Tekken, but think about it. Most Central / Eastern Europe representation, devs just default to Russia. That's it. It's like most of the continent doesn't exist to them. But, you know, the thing is, I'm not terminally online, so I can live past such simple issues. You know, for a moment I thought that floor was missing some textures, but it's just the reflective surface. Ah, it does. More of the school is now accessible me. Right, we need the blue key to reach the exit. Hey, cafeteria, how about we get some dry mac and cheese? I don't trust that blinking light. It can't mean anything good. Which is exactly why I'm gonna move towards it. Yoink. Uh-oh. Our, shadowy friend has been here. Yeah, every time you see a messy interior and a hole in the wall, that means, he's been doing some creepy crawlies. Well, 8 tables, but look at the sheer size of each. It's like 6 people on one bench. Oh shit. Map is gonna start. I'm late. Oh god, the teacher's gonna scold me again. Yeah, I legitimately had the least aptitude for science-related classes during my educational years. And you might think it's incredible irony of life to throw me into the electrical industry, which is grounded in physics, but oh, trust me, academic physics is much, much different from what's applied in everyday life. Like, yeah, understanding the theory helps, and it's mandatory to know some equations, but the actual regulations book that you get alongside when obtaining a course here in the UK, it gives you a very good outline of what you have to grasp to be competent in the job. And the best thing about it is they don't require you to memorize the book by heart. As long as you know how to navigate it and apply it to circumstances required, it's more than enough. Which is a very healthy approach. I mean, obviously some aspects are going to be less applied. Like, I don't see myself installing electrical rods anytime soon in the future to protect buildings from lightning. So this wing still seems to be inaccessible. I have the red key. Don't remember if I saw a door locked with a padlock of that color. Very nice sunset outside, though. Beautiful sky we got going on. This really is the perfect game to stream when I don't feel like using my brain cells that much. Just kick back, enjoy the views. Is it just me, or does this look like dried blood? Nah. Probably mold. Probably. Now, I could apply the compass if I wanted to focus on the mandatory anomalies, but bear in mind we still have two alien dudes to find. Alright, so that's the punishment chamber. No going outside allowed. Parking off limits. Guidance counselor. Ooh, there we go. Must have forgotten about this room. There we go. I got all the check marks and the key to leave. However, we don't want to leave yet, because again, extraterrestrials. Yes, this is urban exploration and alien hunting on top. What more YouTube channels follow such a double feature? It's reviews. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot try to make their abandoned building viewing a little spicier by tossing in a ghost story or two, just to throw in that paranormal aspect. But I'm telling you, aliens, now that's an untapped market. Maybe one of them is hiding under the audience seats. Another sign of our cryptid friend. Might as well unlock this gate. Just for the heck of it. You know, it's crazy to think how the only movie left this year, now that Dune Part 2 has been pushed back to 2024, the only movie left that I'm mildly excited about is Five Nights at Freddy's. I saw the second trailer, and I'm genuinely impressed by what appears to be a solid budget that went into the production of a video game tie-in I would not expect to garner such attention. Where was Hollywood when Slender Man was being developed? Oh, right. You mentioned it a while back. I guess I'm kinda cautiously optimistic about myself, but I've learned to be extremely wary of late follow-ups at this point. I've never really dabbled in Saw, surprisingly. Is there a point in that series where it's universally considered good and then just kinda loses its momentum, or is it continuously upholding a certain standard? You know what, maybe we should throw that on the Spooktober lineup. Last year I don't think we've done much horror flick viewing for the month of Spookies and Ghoulies, so perhaps we should change that. Definitely want to peep the rest of the Phantasm series though. Like, one, God, that the OG definitely shows its age. Like, it has some of the hammiest acting I have seen in a movie from that era. Like, whenever someone delivers a line, it feels like it's read from a piece of paper. The tall man being probably the most believable character just because he doesn't have that many spoken lines. I do agree with what you said about him being a underappreciated horror antagonist. Like, he's just a dude on a surface level that's quiet and menacing looking. Janitor closet. Unfortunately, we can't visit every room in this building. Where else can we go? I feel like I've already been everywhere I can, technically. But that cannot be the case, since we still have what? Holy shit! Is this what I think it is? Oh, tell me it is so. That familiar humming. There it is. The OG in liminal spaces. We are so bad, guys. That squelching whenever I take a step on the musky carpet is incredibly concerning, though. Man, this is like a really wretched interpretation of the back rooms. Like, look how unkept this place is. So, when am I gonna find my first bottle of almond water? There have been some vague atmospheric horror elements in the game, but despite the sinister looking interior, I'm not necessarily sure we're gonna have encounters with entities of the hostile kind. Like, maybe a brief sighting or two. Oh, snap! Oh, fuck yeah! We're slipping into the pool rooms. The levels. They're emerging. At the end of the day, this is a vastly different experience than... is that an outline of a person, or I'm just seeing things? It kinda does look like someone fused through this crack. Ooh. Huh. Well, that was fun. And, I can't go back. Which means, congratulations, I have escaped the maze. Maybe conflicting with some depictions of Backroom's canon. Oh, dude, it was like inside the backrooms all over again, where I was briefly hyped when I saw the flooded chamber, but then we just went back into regular old musky carpets. Hey, at least there wasn't a horrifically bad party room. I am secretly hoping that the other Backrooms game that we had been keeping track of is gonna turn out much better. Definitely looks like it has bigger production value behind it, at least from a graphical standpoint. So fingers crossed the gameplay is gonna match those expectations. Would any of these lockers happen to be interactable? Hey, you never know. Might have been one alien. Just vibing inside. They bullied the poor fella. Stuffed him in there. Conveniently small enough to fit. These maybe? Is that the one that you streamed a while back? Oh, hang on. What's this? Don't play around in the underground. 040723. You know what? I'm starting to think that these descriptions, especially the highlight word, is a clue of where you're supposed to put these codes. So they kind of do encourage you to go back and forth between levels as soon as you find the appropriate set of numbers. No, I haven't peeped that one. It did look interesting from what I've seen. in your playthrough. Early access. There you are, you son of a gun. What a sneaky little bastard. So you have to get the right distance. Sharpen the image up a bit. How close do I have to be to you? Maybe it's related to a specific angle of the shot? Hold up. Let's try from here. Yeah, you gotta get the entire silhouette of the frame. Well, that just leaves one gray. One was in the bathroom stall, one was here in the main lobby, so now we gotta think of a intermediate point where another one will be hanging out. Honestly, but I'm just kinda done with early access games, period. Like, I get what they're going for with the formula, and it certainly helps iron out some bugs while playtesting that early on. But me, I'd rather just wait for the finished product. Deltarune, while not early access per se, is a perfect example of, well, so what if I get to play one chapter now and another one gets released in 3 years and I've already forgotten what I've played through? Why not just play through the entire experience in one sitting? With how much choice there is currently in the market with video games, I can definitely afford to wait on some titles. The human brain works in mysterious ways, because when you typed out EA, I thought of Electronic Arts and was like, no way they published Gloomwood. Indie devs are way, way out of their scope of interest. And thankfully so, sheesh. They've done enough damage to the industry as it is. The more games I play for developers that eventually would fall under their wing, the more my anger and resentment of the publisher grows. Which of course won't stop me from playing more Origin games in the future. But yeah, we're definitely going to be checking out Ultima Underworld 2 in the future. And there's also the Crusader miniseries, which was very fun. I want to peep that at some point. Goes to the lobby. Now, ever since I saw that alien up there in the lobby, I've got to pay more attention to my surroundings. Wait, did I run out of batteries for the flashlight? Doesn't seem to make a difference. Or... not sure. It's gonna be another movie theater scenario where one alien bastard refuses to show itself before me. Now, mind you, I do have a guide on deck in case we manage to get through our initial playthrough at a steady enough pace for me to pursue achievement hunting. But if I can't find this lone gray soon enough, I think I'm just gonna look it up. As much as I like finding secrets and Easter eggs on my own, I also do appreciate moving at a steady pace. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's worth a try. Oh yeah, speaking of video game publishers and studios fizzling out, Volition is shutting its doors. Developer of Saints Row. I and many good people have reasons to suspect that the flop of the most recent entry in the series had something to do with Embracer pulling the plug on them. Call it an educated guess, if you will. You know what's even more tragic? The official Saints Row account tweeted at a user's inquiry stating that they did plan to finally fix up Saints Row 2 on Steam. One of the buggiest PC ports of all time. Looks like it's never gonna happen now. Oh, that's never happening. Unless Embracer, for whatever reason, decides to hand it to a subsidiary or do it in-house. It's staying as a console release forever. I do in fact own 2 on Steam, and I've played it with a fan patch, which, frankly, ironed out a lot of issues the game had originally. It was still somewhat glitchy and occasionally crashed, but for the most part, functional. To this day, Deadly Premonition remains one of the shittiest PC ports in my own personal experience. Not even Durante was able to salvage that god-awful mess of scrambled code, and if that legend can't do anything, then it's a lost cause. I hope so too, because I saw Deadly Premonition 2 footage on the Switch, and that game struggles through, like, seriously. There's only so much processing power this handheld console has, and I feel we've already pushed its boundaries. Allegedly, 2024 is when Nintendo will announce a new handheld. But, well, we'll see. That company is such a bizarre phenomenon to me. Like, they're god-awful when it comes to customer service and technical performance, but they're still able to put out critically acclaimed games. And that gives the fans more than enough of an excuse to pardon any kind of sin Nintendo ever committed. Alright, I'm having trouble finding our alien bud, so I think now would be a good opportunity for me to help myself out a little bit. So 1 minute please. There's like one separate guide for finding the aliens, while another is generally for Chivo counting. You know what I'm truly hoping for is that Atlas puts out SMT5 for PC soon enough. How about making that leaked image from a while back real? Where you also had SMT4 on the lineup. Right, let's see. We skip to school. Huh, apparently I was on a good track with this one, but I managed to blind through him, nonetheless. He's hanging out at the gym. Both seem like a no-brainer to me. 4 is easy enough, while 5 essentially has all the technical groundwork already done. Where is this little fucker? Supposedly behind the benches. But I looked meticulously enough through them, but maybe I skipped some detail. Oh! Huh! Completely didn't notice this pathway. Alright, you son of a gun. Smile for the picture. I don't know how you say cheese in alien speak. Yeah, there you go. That's the school. Done and dusted. I think better to hop back to the theater now and find that one missing gray, or just proceed through the game normally. Okay, I don't need any more of an invitation to proceed further. We better have some sick Molsoft blaring through the speakers. Oh, it's coming. Please excuse our mess. We are moving locations. Now this is soul. I think a lot has to do with the aesthetic of those particular old-time malls from the 70s, 80s, where you had these unusual fancy carpets, the very lavish interior deco. Because, believe it or not, malls or shopping centers are experiencing a boom in Poland, or at least they were on the rise. In my home city, in particular, when I last visited a couple of years ago. Obviously, they're much more modern and sterile in terms of how they look inside, which kind of likes the charm. Like, come on, we need more of those fancy LED lights, fountains, palm trees. Ooh, no clue. We have a room for rent. 011323. Sounds like a hotel. Location. So, 011323. So we got 4 codes as of now. Which means I've got at least 4 levels to revisit. Let's assuming there's one such door here in the mall. Who wants to get your revenge on mannequins for stressing you out in horror video games? It's strange, isn't it? Like, $40 years ago, people thought that shopping centers were going to be the end of small businesses, but if anything, it seems like we're going back to them, if this is the current trend. Like, sure, some venues are simply moving locations to more modern establishments, but a lot are just dying altogether. Well, then again, online shopping has also made a huge boom in recent years, so that's also affected people's shopping habits for sure. Why can't you just be a reasonable shadow entity and come over and say hi? Why gotta spook me like that? Surprised there's no alien fellow around here. This looked like a good hiding spot for one. Let me guess. Another one is on a bathroom break. I know no bounds of privacy. What if it's the same alien who's just trying to get some peace and quiet while experiencing the worst constipation of his life, and this dude with a camera just keeps barging in? You just got pranked. Just, I suppose we're back in, the late 90s, where farts were the big haha hee hee. But what I was gonna say is, I guess this is where just piss on the floor. Hey, they do give you, toilet paper. Still. Since I brought up Dan Bell earlier, his most recent video is visiting a local market, and to his astonishment, one of the toll booths still worked. It had signal going through. I can't honestly remember when was the last time I saw a payphone outside my high school, which was almost most likely the last time I made a call through one of those as well. Let's see what's cooking on TV. Believe it or not, I did get a copyright strike in the last Interior World stream. Then again, we did play some potentially licensed movies, even if by proxy. That might have been enough to trigger the algorithm. I'm pretty sure there are tricks you can go about if you happen to stumble upon licensed media, say in a video game, but it's not a surefire solution that will prevent content from getting claimed. I remember seeing streams of people playing anime on like a layout where there's a TV in the background with a small screen. Somehow they managed to get away with it for a while. Listen, now I have an actual reason to hold out in the darkness too, knowing that they'll be working on a PC release for the original. I'm surprised it took him that long to go for it. I remember watching a Let's Play of The Darkness 2 a long, long time ago, and I remember that game looking pretty damn good in terms of aesthetics and gameplay. So, yeah, definitely right up my alley. Do I have to open up the shop to get that anomaly? Or can we take a snappy through the shutter? Oh. Oh, now I've noticed Mr. Slenderman there. Looks like he's enjoying some arcade action. Wonder what he's playing. Well, the last time a shutter was involved, I had to flip a switch somewhere to raise it. You might have to find a similar workaround here. Books and things. You PC repair? I used to have a local small place of this sort back in my hometown. Whenever there was something going on with my old-timey setup, I would bring it over and they would just do some magic and it would work like brand new the next day. Really have to think about going for a new build next year. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one though. Maybe just keep it as a spare. Oh. That solves our conundrum. Kinda weird to operate another shop store from a different establishment, but I don't know about what kind of deals go on here. We still have half of the anomalies I like pictures of. And of course, this doofus, as soon as I approach, just fucks off. Typical. Oh man, you're in the arcade cabinet. That might have been the last remaining working machine of Polybius. You know what? Maybe it's for the best. Ooh. Well, I have 2 codes on me that might work. Okay, let's see. Oh, 5, 1, 2, 8, 5. First try. Man, this Soda Raptor guy sure likes his vine cells, huh? Oh. There's Nerds. The alien. Imagine keeping a life-sized alien doll as a prop, and it's become like a basically extension of a brand at this point. Oh, there's Vine Quest, a little tie-in game. Can I play it from the cabinet? Oh, it opens up a separate window. That's peculiar. I have to run this from my browser. Powered by Unity. Can we caption this easily? Ooh, it kinda runs like ass in Chrome. Oh yeah, 'cause this frame rate is pretty bad. How do we even control the game through the browser? Hang on, give me a second and then I'll figure out for sure if this is viable or not. Oh no, the frame rates are awful. No, I'm sorry. This is not gonna work. But I could just link to the playthrough by Vinny, I suppose. Yeah, let's see if I can find that. He did play it on his own accord. Vine's Vine Quest. If this was actually baked into the game itself, I would have easily streamed it, but yeah, I fear for the performance. Oh, there's another Vine's meme. Meat. If you ever wondered what's that weird emote I sometimes post on Discord, it's this guy. Vine Pop. Of course it's a mushroom. Why wouldn't it be? It gives a cool trail effect. Here, you can hang around with your friend. Everyone is here. I wouldn't be surprised. Vinesauce has been around the block for many, many years. And I don't know if Soda Raptor just was so entertained by Vinny's feature of Hypnagogia that he decided to toss in like a separate homage, or this was planned in advance at some point. Well, as someone who does enjoy Mindless content, I can definitely appreciate the little tribute. So, yeah, we got one room down out of 4. It's like a weird aura surrounding this candy dispenser. Not sure what's going on. The lilacs. More mannequins, which, thank God, are just, you know, not doing anything for once. I'm gonna be real, even though I generally disliked Humanity Dream Diary, that one bit with the lights going on and off and mannequins gradually moving towards you, that was pretty intense. Scoots boots. What kind of savage leaves a shopping cart by the bathrooms? Well, to be fair, I've seen shopping carts in weirder places. Dude, that reminded me. I'll never forget when we played a bizarre prank where we put one classmate in a shopping cart and just rolled him into a classroom and have them sit there for the entire class. He happened to be on the shorter side, so he perfectly fit into the cart. Oh shit. The actual grocery section. Look at all these flat drinks. Yakuza wishes it had such high fidelity models. You know, the vaporwave hits good when the sad guitar comes on. Something tells me. Called it. I'll do. I was kind of hoping one of you would be just sitting in the fridge somewhere. That'd be pretty funny. entity sighting. Drove all the way through there, huh? It's a weird hunch that we might see this mysterious land all the way through to the finale. Please, bring back cool neon signs with a nice looking font. So kind of saddens me about a lot of environments these days. They're too sterile, devoid of imagination and fun. We need to stop playing it safe and take risks again. Sure, it might be tacky in places, but hey, it's memorable. You know what needs to die? What's that bare minimum art trend called that's often used in advertisement, like low vector or something of the sort, where it's just extremely basic shapes that look vaguely human? I hate it. A fifth grader could have drawn better than those so proclaimed artists responsible for making the ads. Alright, 3 more checkpoints to go and 1 alien dude. So I need to think of places we haven't been yet. Pretty sure this was our starting location. Yeah, I remember the electronic depot. Tell you what. Point me. Compass. Give me even a vague clue. You love video game protagonists who don't run out of stamina. Ah, so this is what the blue key was for. Gotcha. You know, now that I think about it, Hypnagogia also had a mall level with a very familiar segment to this one. Especially the abandoned part of the mall. Like almost completely devoid of any furnishing. I remember distinctly. I also expected last alien to be minding his business around these parts. Oh, there's the actual exit. Perhaps upstairs? Oh no, you didn't. Oh, you son of a... He just had to implant the idea in your head, huh? Good old Soda Raptor. God, I swear, if I hear a single neck crack or other potential movement, I'm gonna shit my pants. You know what's even spookier? The void over there. And if you listen closely enough, you can hear something that resembles breathing. I think we should leave. That spooked the bejesus out of me. Sometimes less is more. If nothing happens, and you let your imagination run wild instead, it's a much more simple and effective trick. I say that, and then... Look, I'm gonna need you to get the fuck out of my way. Oh, dear God, I completely forgot about the mannequins in that game. That is such a good horror shooter. I actually had to juggle my brain for a good while on the first stream when we went through the subway station, because that was another good chunk of the original Condemned. Speaking of which, another good point, why haven't they never brought the sequel to PC? That's a PS3 exclusive. This right here, I think might be a nod to the artist. I'm forgetting their name at the moment, but basically the lad that made the pool rooms popular. Or it could be just Sodoraptor messing with our heads. Birds? But it was all just a dream. Or was it? The gas station is still how we originally saw it. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, pick that up right now. There's pictures of Greys in there, you absolute buffoon. But think about your YouTube publicity. I guess he wanted a simple life after all. Fantastic game. I went in here with high expectations coming from Hypnagogia, and I was not disappointed in the slightest. Wholeheartedly recommend this game on top of Hypnagogia, and I will be looking to whatever Sodoraptor puts out as his next project. If Hypnagogia garnered my interest, this essentially cemented my love for the creator. That was so good, I'm gonna let the credits play, because all the people involved in this project deserve the exposure. Oh, hey, the Haunted PS1 community. Got a shout out. Original development of this game ran through September 1st, 2022, October 28th, 22, concluding the original release of April 7th, 2023. So, 1 year development. The truth may still be out there. Which basically means there's more content for us to unlock, which we will be doing. Oh, trust me, we will be peeping. Let me open this link Frosty posted. Old crusty camera while driving around our new places, then took some photos. New possible interior worlds level. That does indeed look like good material to add to the game. Why am I still not following this person on Twitter? That's an instant follow. Alright. We are not done for the night, and like I promised, we are gonna run through more of the game and try to knock out some extra accomplishments. So, what could we start with? There's something in the prologue we can do. Once again, you found yourself on the move, unable to get any sleep. You nestle deep in the routine of another nighttime drive for some relief. It's 3 a.m. and immense absence of light envelops everything around you. Yet, despite the loneliness of this localized void, something is following you. Miles of barren chalked road lay between you and whatever point you decide to turn back. But tonight feels different. You never felt like turning back, less than you do right now. Empty lots, blackened buildings, dimly lit hallways, they all lie awake along with you. With each one you pass along the way, the urge to pay them a visit grows stronger. Those spaces between the spaces, the connecting bridges between different worlds. Bridges that are themselves a world all their own, each leading nowhere. But do they really go nowhere? What did they want to show us? Something tells you the next fuel stop has an answer. The masculine urge to ponder existence at 3 a.m. while in the middle of nowhere. So apparently I'm supposed to go out on the road, which I have not done. Looks like there's only so far I can proceed. Whoa. Wait, can you actually get hit by a car? Only one way to find out. Concerning how physics work in interior worlds, I'm kinda curious about the outcome. Well, can't say I'm surprised with that one. Alright, next up. We have to go to the garage. Our objective here is looking for one of those locked doors, which oddly enough I don't remember on such instance. It does mean that we are gonna have to go through the level as we would normally by taking pictures of mandatory locations. But now that we know how the game clicks, it's pretty much straightforward. This is where we found our first alien body in the game period. I guess I'm just gonna have to interact with every door I find. I've definitely been here before. I don't remember there being a keypad. Firstly, I don't know if you're currently inclined to purchase any new collectibles, but my pre-order of the Abyssal Archives has finally arrived. It's 2 volumes of lore compiled by Loki, a content creator who, unlike Vadi, peruses a lot of official content and interviews to try and gather everything neatly into a nice, concise package. I've gone through the prelude right now where he explains his mythology of gathering lore. Frankly, I'm surprised it's not just an art book, because that's exactly what I expect to get, but hey, I'm more than happy to indulge in some YouTuber analysis, even in written form. They do give you, however, an extra unfoldable Lordran map. So I definitely feel like I got my money's worth out of that Tune and Fairweather purchase. But what I was alluding to is that they're gonna be gathering pre-orders soon for a Demon Souls equivalent. Also, it works by Loki, so I think I'm gonna have to cup again. They don't ask for too steep of a price for the collector's edition, which comes in a nice sturdy case. So many games to play. See, this is the first code that we found, and it fit in the mall, which makes sense because it was hiding an arcade inside. So that's kind of your clue as to where to use it. First things first, let's get all the anomalies, and then I'll look through the doors. Stop being creepy. There's no need for that. Already got my chills. Other than mannequins inside the mall. I was hoping it was the maintenance room I was missing. Doesn't look like it. What else? Right, we already covered the alien interrogation chamber. Well, easiest way to go about it is just run around. Check every corner. Any of these two doors? No, see, it's gotta be something obvious, because we need a keypad next to it. Which, I think I have noticed. And again, we are talking about me. A talented individual who's good at, walking past the obvious. See if there's anything by the exit. No. Extra doors here. Maybe it's all the way back in the beginning. We'll definitely be heading to the subway. That I know for sure. Is the gate protected by a keypad? Oh, hold up. What's going on here? That is sneaky. No wonder I haven't found it. Didn't think of looking here. I think it's gonna be 738-025. What's behind the mystery door? Flashing lights ahead. There's the epilepsy warning. It's a lemon party. Not the one you're thinking of. Hot jams, ahoy. When life gives you lemons, hit the dance floor. I'm taking one of me. Through the exit you go. souvenirs. Well, it was certainly something else. Conveniently dropped off where we need to be. Yeah, there's a very, very good reason why I thought about Condemned. We're looking at this extremely murky and decrepit chamber. Also, fear. Really, any late 90s slash mid 2000s game with a gritty subway section works. They really wanted to put the fear of God in you while taking the underground commute. I remember when I looked at this poster and thought, hey, that string of numbers might be part of a combination used for a specific sequence. Well, some old-timey point-and-click adventure games, that would have been the correct way of thinking. Think outside the box and think outside the bounds of logic and common sense. Sure, the funky door that I'm looking for was somewhere here. Sure enough. Let's work with what we had in this stream. O for O 723. What's behind this mystery door? We had a Vinesus homage, we had the Lemon Party Room. What mischief awaits us here? Find the hidden graffiti room. Well, we do have some Vinesus, regardless. A little Joel there. Low poly depression. Vinesus, of course. Brawler's Word. Alpha Beta Gamer. Townseek. Shouting out all the homies, and of course, the haunted PS gang. Gotta admit, it's a clever way of shouting out your supporters. Now we can proceed as normal. And next step is gonna be the hotel. I feel like so far Interior Worlds is making me put less work into grinding for extra achievements than Hypnagogia. That had some way more intricate secret areas and places. Who knows, maybe you'll get the rare opportunity of seeing me 100% all the way to completion. I usually do stream about 4 hours, and we're only halfway into that mark, so we got plenty of time to work with tonight still. Airport. No, I don't believe there's anything per se for us to do here. Let me just check the achievement count currently. Well, we might actually not be able to get all of them tonight now that I think about it, because at least 2 more are tied into taking photographs in game. And I currently have 178 according to the Steam count. Thing is, the next tiers are at 500 and 1,000. So unless you have to watch me just take snapshots of one object for an hour straight. I mean, we could totally turn that into content should I decide so. Whatever works. No, but if anything, I'll probably do that on my own. Anyway, next up is the hotel. just want to remember being a little more demanding on the exploration for collecting anomalies. What I'm personally curious about is where's that locked door gonna be? What was that? I heard footsteps. Extremely concerning. Oh, whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. Wow. Now that is some Resident Evil shit right here. I suppose the murk around the painting was your clue to inspect closely. 0 1 1 2 3 2. No. Did I write that down correctly? 01323. Always promising when you start in a endless hallway. Are we lapsing into the back rooms again? This carpet is starting to lose its texture. Uh-oh. I am concerned. Huh. Well, I mean... Wait a minute. Frosty, take a good look at this and tell me what recent movie that we watched this reminds you of. It took me a minute for it to click, but once I saw the Lego pieces by the TV, I knew. Let me give you a hint. Starts with an S, ends with a K. Mid-movie, nonetheless. Such an interesting premise that was a complete flop in my opinion. YouTube Panel Horror just does it way better. But hey, the people like it apparently, so it's only gonna enable more of the kind in the future. I've been kind of thinking about breaking my disdain for Jordan Peele and giving Nope on this watch. Maybe third time will be the charm. Alright, I might have to do some key counting here. Oh, wait a minute. I don't really have to do that per se on this level. No, yeah, what I actually have to do is land all the required check marks in the theater, as in find the missing alien. Because you might have seen a question mark in the level selection. If you find all of the aliens, that apparently unlocks a new location. So we got 2 of these little buggers. And now we have to make sure that we find the final one. So I'm gonna refer to one of the guides yet again. So, bathroom 1 we got in our first try. This one's kind of a weird sequence. We'll see, maybe it makes sense this time. I need to look for the viewing area that airs the she-beast. Oh, there we go. But we need the green key to enter it. Fair enough. We shall indulge the prospect. That's what's gonna be done, so be it. If you do want to catch glimpses of what's aired in each individual movie launch, please refer to the first stream, because I want to avoid any potential licensing issues this time around, but at the very least minimize the opportunities I could get screwed over. Alright, red key acquired. If I remember right, pretty much get them in sequence. So the red one should not be the green or the blue and so on. Yoink. Were there really ambience for a movie theater? But then again, we are in the middle of a Halloween special. Alright, this is the abandoned one where this fucker made his home. I'm surprised this totally eluded me. Oh well, like we say in Polish, to latarnią najciemniej, which means it's the darkest by the lantern. Essentially meaning sometimes the obvious just escapes you, even if it's in plain sight. That's your free Polish lesson for the night, without even having to redeem the tier. Even though I did lower the required coin amount to 1k. Anyway, we got the Chivo for finding all the aliens. Fingers crossed. That will unlock the question mark in the menu. In order to ensure that's gonna happen, I would prefer to finish the level normally, just to make sure it keeps track of my progress. So let's get the rest of anomalies and leave, as we normally would. Imagine speedrunning a walking sim. Oh, the irony. Pretty sure every screen had one. Little fog. At least one. He's bunny hopping. He's bunny hopping. This was actually Source Engine. I'd be able to build up speed like there's no tomorrow. Or Painkiller. Surprisingly, that series, of all places, has very similar physics to Half-Life in terms of building speed. Please make sure to buy our overpriced concessions from the local stall. I can only imagine how much they racked up the prices post-COVID. Yeah, I say that because I actually very rarely buy anything from the cinema anymore. I'd rather just pay for the tickets and then go eat a solid meal afterwards. Let's make sure. Up into the end of this wing. There we go. Another one for my cringe compilation. And no mist here, but this is where one other alien was hiding that I managed to find on my own. I'm kind of proud I actually got almost all of them, barring 2 without external help. Now, where are the remaining 3? It's like the one stage in the game where I remember there being a lot of pacing back and forth, just because of how structured the theater is. Oh, then again, good, you know, try the compass. Which, I mean, gives you some vague hints, but still. Oh, that's easy. We left the simplest of the tasks for last. kind of thinking what I want to stream in the near future. Like, I'm definitely going to be checking out Mass Effect at some point. Like, I've been in the mood for a BioWare classic for a longer time now. Especially coming from that era where I've been with BioWare in their humble beginnings, so Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but this heyday of theirs, so the Mass Effect series and Dragon Age, that's when I skipped out on that, so I think it's high time for me to experience what is this peak BioWare I've heard so much about. But maybe I want to throw in some smaller stuff before I indulge in another larger game. Still on the fence. Anywho, well, looky. The Museum of Oddities? It's almost like I made the perfect choice for this segment of a video game. Weirdly though, I'm starting with no camera. Interior Worlds Gallery. Welcome to Interior Worlds Art Gallery. Here you can view the various unique and interesting pieces of art submitted by fans. Grab a coffee, sit back and enjoy. I mean, I've got a monster with me, so sure. Thanks, game. Ready to roll those slides whenever. Unless I actually have to do the walking on my own. Submitted by fan Epterus. Oh, come on now. I would appreciate it, like, actual lore. Like, even a description by the person who submitted this, what they meant by it, if anything. I do like it, though. Very, dystopian. Uh-oh. Running redeemed the tier, but it's not coming up on stream. I think Triggerfire is going through an episode. Someone may find howdy. I'm Lex. Hold up. Let me see what's going on with Triggerfire. I might have to... Oh, there was an error authenticating you. Please try again. Oh, the website might be going through maintenance. Dang. I wonder if the command will work if I input it in the chat. There you go. Fortunately, we have a backup plan. How's it going, Ryan? What have you been up to lately, my bud? Submitted by fan Kid Glove. This just screams AI generated. Look at that Hans in the background. Look at those polygons. PS1 era looking mofo. Submitted by fan Mr. Francis. See, I like this one. Very minimalist, closer to classical art, impressionism. Submitted by fan XYX Games. Oh, he went with a 2 for 1. That bottom looks like a Second Life house setup. Submitted by fan Police Pollen. Now that's what I'm talking about. REM phase. Like me a bit of glitch wave. Lulu likes. I mean, for a game about liminal spaces, that certainly fits the bill. Gorgeous neighborhood. K&T. El Gato. Kite line. K&T again. But the one definitely fits all the liminal space check marks. Can't tell if it's like a office space, maybe like a lounge area. REM phase. The fuck is this? It's like the kiln of the flame you go into to light the fire in Dark Souls 2. Tesseron. That right there, that's like some imagery from a Baphomet video. Eagle in your mind. This one hits different because it's like looking in a screen cap from an old show you used to watch as a child, or an anime. Bird Brine 3489. Extremely pixelated. Good for a stylized game. Although, if I were to play through something like that, it will be a massive strain on the eyes. It's a little too retro. Mr. Francis. When I was staying in Oxford for a short holiday last year, by the motel we stayed at, there was a very similar gas station and then uphill, like this one. This almost looks like a parking for an abandoned Sears, but the building, it's more like, I don't know, a staff area for a train station? Shut up, Sergeant. Oh, it's our flashlight. Ah, so that's how you get your items back. You know what I think about your rules? Yeah, that's right. Red Hall. Clown Tuber. That's a good handle. A Sinla. Just a little bit of body horror, you know? Vlad Hempier. Fantasy game. Boss looking lad. Joy of Pessy. I do enjoy this one. Future cryptid material. Koosman. Those, llamas? Can't tell for sure. Maybe goats. Caleb Kensinger. Sinla. Sorry about this artist and mouths while agape. Surely not a coincidence. At T.H. Ebe. Would you like a trip to the void? Speaking of, Strubly. I don't know if it's just me, but I see a silhouette of classic Nosferatu lurking in the doorway. Kite line. I dislike winter, but I will admit, the snow does make for some gorgeous, picturesque sceneries. Lulu likes. Scythe. I could see this in a Mandela Catalog episode from Axe Kister. Glyphix. I think it's under a motorway or train track. Kite line. Very imaginative photo, this one. It's like we're about to enter a portal deeper into the woods. It happens to be conveniently, vaguely heart-shaped. Soulless Raptor, not to be confused with Soda Raptor. It is a different dinosaur altogether. Was responsible for the making of this game. Kite line. Do not enter the red room. Do not proceed at all costs. Glyphix. Kind of like the Silent Hill 2 motel from the beginning, is it not? You could imagine the overview of the town being right there. Lulu likes. Oh, just your average train station. More to the countryside. Eagle in your mind. Glyphix. Eagle in your mind. We got a lot of daring urban explorers. I would like to imagine they were taking these snapshots. Wow, I'd like to know where this one was taken. Seems like a great place to chill. Compass has been obtained, meaning all that's left is the camera. Cine BST. Someone's been working on some PS1 aesthetics. Wick Wave. Soulless Raptor. The black and white does add extra layer of atmosphere. Eagle in your mind. And I do appreciate this vaguely pool room looking chamber. Lupus Sicarius. Glyphix. You could tell me this is a sneak peek at a new puppet combo horror game, and I believe you. Why would you do this? Who thought that putting a portrait of a guy just staring at you from the end of a hallway was a great idea? Yeah, that's what I think about that. Have I been everywhere? Well, definitely not, because my camera is still missing. It's gotta be in one of the galleries. So, when you start off in the lobby, you enter the white hall first. That's where it branches off to the other. Green, blue, and red. Guess we just gotta look at the stats more carefully. Right, so I took my prize from green. Oh, wait a minute. This is unfamiliar. Create music track submitted by fan Polly. I think we found the best art piece of the night. Good on you, Vlad Kemper. This is just me and Frosty hanging out. Nikita Petruzanin. If I see a name that hasn't been name dropped yet, we're gonna be reading them out loud, like 90. Mr. Francis. Make up or break up. Sermon of Prospero with Brother Luminal. Make TV shopping hour. Mandatory stargazing. Mandatory stargazing. I do like the 10 to 11 p.m. block. Good vibes only. The censor. Teodoro Milo. Solus Raptor. With a doggo cameo. Since I think that's a sneaky popper. Does that say? The Rabbit Cellar Lounge in Erie. You know? Can appreciate this person's artwork. It's rather unique. And then you have this piece where I don't even want to know what the person lying in front of the computer is drowning their face in. This extremely ambiguous white substance. Wow. Where did they even manage to preserve one of those retro TV sets? That's something that by today's standards you only see in movies or in a museum. Isn't the price? We'll pick that up after I'm done looking into the artwork. Like this peculiar fun house. Speaking of fun houses, who is this mascot character? Solpmid. What's inside the cave? Perhaps we'll never find out. Don't fight ducks. Another great handle. No, indeed, don't fight the ducks. Feed them instead. The wise lizard. Otherwise known as the wizard lizard. More vaguely pool rooms visuals. I do like. Very much appreciated. Yeah, we're good to go with the camera. Now, I haven't found any anomalies, so I wonder if I just have to take pictures, per se. Nope. See, that's the exit. Oh, alright. So there are anomalies, but they are not as clearly laid out to you. You can kinda see the outline. You have to pay way more attention, like right here. You don't get the more prominent visual or audio cue. Well, what makes it easier is that I'm sort of seem to be wedged in between a shot like this. Let's follow ye old compass's advice. Two more to go. Conveniently, most of those landmarks where we find the camera. Oh, there you go. We are free to leave. Weird reward. Finding a bunch of hidden aliens, but I appreciate the opportunity to indulge in the finer things in life, like good artwork. For example, this empty stand where I found the compass. And of course, as usual, I get lost. There we go. Museum, done and dusted. Oh. That's a different ending sequence. Wait, who's that in my car in the back? I saw that. There's someone with us. Is that for all the pictures I took while you were in the bathroom? Guess so. Not so fast. So, you like peeping, do ya? Well, now they're gonna peep inside of his anus. Stick a probe in there. I'm sorry, I do not speak squiggle. Maybe you should try English. Someone with a little too much time in their hands has definitely deciphered this. Or it could be just garbled nonsense. Uh-oh. It's the shadow creature. Why did you bring him here with me? You know what? I like the sounding better. You descriptive it moves. Oh, while I'm lying there, still possibly tied. I want this to be actual first contact with aliens that humans have. We just throw a massive rave together. Thank you freesound.org for potentially saving the audio in this VOD. You know? He might be king of the dance floor, but still, he would not win in a fight against the protagonist Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Wait a minute, what's this? Cryptid Hunter. Oh. Kill all cryptids? Oh shit, we're not even done yet. Now we get a gun? Well, there's your extra boomer shooter footage for the night. In the end, we can't escape the retro FPS madness. I would have really appreciate a shotgun. Pistol is cool and all, but it doesn't quite have the same killing capacity. My guy, this game has gone places I would not have expected it to. Did you get to see the secret ending, Alien Rave, before we transition to the shooting bit? You gotta love how that hidden ending makes it seem like in the end we became friends with the cryptid, but no. We get to not only shoot possibly him, but his extended family as well. I guess mankind and SCPs just weren't meant to coexist together. One's gotta go. See, now you're talking my language. Finally, some decent killing apparatus. With unlimited ammo to boot. You know, I do have to praise Soda Raptor for not only including one, but two minigames. I do wish that Divine Quest was baked into the actual main game, however, not through a browser. I'd better find a shotgun before we're done. Come on. You can never go wrong with the classic. The tried and trusted. Handy dandy killing tool. unfortunately, we don't have a very complex AI coded in, so they just kind of beeline towards you. Once past a certain threshold. Pretty sure the trigger is based on when they see you. Nine cryptids left. Well, looks like I won't be getting my shotty. It just had to be the Vuvuzela. But, yeah. I think we've gone through everything. All secrets found, all extra locations. The minigame is here, should you ever want to replay it. What's it like according to my Steam charts? Yeah, I'm only missing 2 achievos related to just taking some snaps, so I'll probably grind that on my own. Because, let me tell you, it's gonna take a while reaching 1K photos. But, again, wholehearted recommendation. Pretty much anything that this man has put out so far, which, I mean, it's only 2 games, but probably more to come. But, yeah, good indie developer, this Sodoraptor person, so do please check his content out, and if he drops another title, I will be certain to stream it on my own. So, yeah, I'll be seeing you guys with more Strucker soon. And after that, I shall scour my library and search for something else to wedge in. Take it easy and see you soon.